Welcome to another episode of UCRD Reviews. So today we have an older release from 2016 to take a look at. This is the RX-77-2 Guncannon version anime. Now the Guncannon obviously appeared in Mobile Suit Gundam, and it was piloted by Kaishiden in the TV series. It was also piloted by Hayato Kobayashi in the latter half of the movie trilogy, when the gun tank was retconned out of the space scenes in the movie. And the white base got a second Guncannon, which is really cool. And now we have a neat Robot Spirits figure of it. You know, it's been a while since we've had a figure of the Guncannon. It first appeared in the old MSIA line. There's a US release as well as an Asian release of the Guncannon, and some variations of it like the real type version. And then we had the Gundam Fix version not too long after, and then a giant gap until we get to 2016 where we got this figure. So this one's on loan from Umbrellarocks, which is a buddy of mine. He's a YouTuber, so thank you for loaning me this figure so I can do a review of it. And let's go ahead and open it up and check it out. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at this mobile suit here. So this is the classic Guncannon. This is a really neat looking figure here. It really captures the design of the Guncannon well. It's kind of a bulky figure. You know, it has the two 240mm cannons on it. The Vulcan guns are sculpted in. So it's got a decent amount of detail to it. It has the weird looking backpack unit. But it's pretty cool looking. I really like it. So the head goes down about that far and comes up quite a bit. Doesn't turn a whole lot. You want to be careful of the antennas in the back. You do get replacement antennas, which I'll mention again later. Chest will come forward about that far, and then backward a little bit beyond a resting position there. You don't have a whole lot of chest flex, although the arms come out, or come forward I should say, quite a bit. There is a little bit, I guess you could call it chest flex, right up here in the shoulders where it'll retract. The arms have this little wiggly piece there. That's, I guess, what you would consider part of the shoulder armor, and then it rotates up here and down here, and then you have double jointed elbows, which have a decent range of articulation, and double ball jointed hands. The cannons are obviously hinged and effect part compatible, which is pretty nice. The backpack is movable to some degree. They are effect part compatible here and on the sides here. You have grenade storage on the back as well as each side of the waist. The skirt armor is movable about that far, or about that far actually, and the legs have that rotating hip joint, and they'll come up about that far there, which is pretty nice. And they don't come outward much at all. That's about it. There's no thigh rotation, no hip rotation there. The knee joints are pretty decent. You have a hard point there as well, and the feet can go side to side a decent amount. They can't really go down much, but they come forward quite a bit, and you have that little gimmick there, and they are effect part compatible on the bottom, which is pretty cool. So overall, a nice looking figure. It even does well, not much of a turn on the waist there, limited by the armor a bit, but it's pretty cool looking. So let's go ahead and check out what it comes with real quick. So just like all the other version anime figures, you do have the standard set of hands, gun hands, like beam sabers type hands, and then two different sets of opposing hands, and the hand rack. So pretty basic stuff. You do get the Guncannon's beam rifle, which is effect part compatible, has a rotating front handle here, and a rotating camera that comes down quite a bit and only goes up about that far. So pretty nice. Same one that comes with the heavy custom. So pretty cool handheld, almost like a sniper rifle type weapon, but really odd design. And then you get two little tiny hand grenades. Let's see if I can get one of these out here. So again, same one that comes with the heavy custom. They are storable on the sides or on the back of the waist armor. I think these, I can never remember if they were in the TV series or the movie. Comment down below if you remember, but I think it's only used in one or the other that he actually has hand grenades, but it's pretty cool that we got this. And then for effect parts, you have two different sized cannon firing effects. Let's see if I can get this one out of here. There we go. And these look like beam effects, but they're supposed to be just shell firing cannon effects, but in the late 70s when these were being drawn, they look like beams. But it looks really nice. And then you have two little thruster effect parts that actually go, or they're supposed to go back here. You have one for each side. You can put them down here as well, but these are mainly for larger thruster effects. But I actually like that it comes with these little ones. I think they look really nice. And then, like I mentioned before, you have a replacement antenna, and it's the whole back piece there, which is pretty cool. So I wanted to compare the Guncannon with the heavy custom version, since this is the one that I actually own. And I also wanted to clarify real quick, in my original review for this, I was very curious as to why it came with this beam cannon as an alternative to its regular cannons, and I found out later that this mobile suit was actually the test bed for the Guncannon 2's beam cannon, so it does make sense that it comes with these. But here it is compared to the standard Guncannon. So the head looks pretty much the same. The chest has been changed. You can see the cockpit is much more armored there. The waist armor looks very similar, although this has a grenade rack here. And then the legs have changed. You can see the knee armor's different. The feet look about the same. Doesn't look like the feet changed, they're just painted different. Obviously the cannons are different. The shoulders here are different, although the arms themselves are basically the same, just the shoulders. And then the heavy custom has this massive backpack on it that is very, very different. So overall, a pretty cool release for both of these. Obviously I like the heavy custom a bit more, but I mean, the Guncannon's a very classic design. I did want to cover two little things that I missed initially. The cannons will actually pull apart like that to simulate, being in a rested position versus ready to fire. And then the hands can actually pull out of their socket quite a bit to do like the poses, like he's resting his hands on the ground to stabilize himself and things. So they have more articulation than I originally let on. So being a regular release, this one is still pretty easy to find. You can pick it up for about 3,500 yen on the secondary market, which is a little over $30. And it's a simple figure. It comes with the basic accessories that it needs. Doesn't come with a lot of effect parts. And it doesn't have the spray missile launchers that the MSIA came with, which is unfortunate. I can understand why it was omitted, since it wasn't used in the TV series or anything, but it would have been a cool little accessory to have. But what you get is pretty nice, especially for that type of money. Robot spirits, especially these later ones, they're very expensive. So to get one for $30 and have it be a pretty solid figure is actually really nice, because the Gundam Universe figures that are much lower in quality, they can be $25 depending on where you buy them. So for $5 more you get something really solid like this. I think it's absolutely worth it. So thank you, Umbrellarocks, for letting me borrow your figure. Thank you, viewers, for watching the review, and I will see you all next time.